Hey ladies, I promised you guys that I would start doing these things weekly. I've got literally 5 minutes, so I figured today I would concentrate on my brows because I had a couple of you ask me after the live last week, what is the stuff that you use on your brows? How's it work? So I'm here to tell you today how it works. So I have the rest of my makeup done. I usually do my eyebrows first. After my foundation, then it's my brows, then it's my eyes, and then everything underneath there. But today I did the rest of my makeup so I could take my kids to school, and then now today. So we have a couple of options for brows at Younique. There's 3 different options. You can do this, which is my favorite, which is the Brow Obsession palette. It's $39, I believe. We have Splurge Cream Shadows, which is what I used last week. This is a brown color. It's a light brown. Because my hair is so dark, I don't use the light brown, but if you're blonde or a light brown, then this would be perfect. This one's probably a lighter brown. I think we have a darker brown cream splurge, but I don't have it. So this one's a light brown, so like I said, for blonde or like a light brunette. And then we have brow pencils. So on our brow pencils, which I don't have on hand, one end is kind of a spoolie, like this to brush your eyebrows. And then the other side is the brow pencil. So my friend Melissa, she went to get her brows done, and the lady that did brows for a living said, you guys have the best brow pencil. It's a little bit creamy, so it's not like a pencil like you would write on a piece of paper super hard. It's very creamy, very light, and it's got amazing ability to kind of fill in your brows. As I mentioned last week, I never did my brows until I was probably 25 years old. I never knew to do them. As I've done a little bit more research, I have found that the older you get, the less brows you have. So you want to be able to fill those in the older that you get, which I'm getting up there a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys this, which is, like I said, probably one of my top 5 favorite products from Younique. It's the Brow Obsession palette. This is dark brunette. So it comes in blonde, light brown, and dark brown, or light brunette, dark brunette. And I have super dark hair right now because, do y'all see these grays? It's getting a little out of control. So I got to keep coloring my hair and just keeps getting darker. So what I do, and this one it's 5 steps. So they're even numbered for you. So it's like dummy proof. So I don't use this first one because it's too light for me. I only use the second one. The 3 and 4 are highlighters that go under your brow. So you can use them. I use them for eyeshadow a lot of times. If I'm running behind or don't want to wear a lot of eyeshadow, I wear these. Then the last piece is your little hairspray. It's the gel that kind of sets your eyebrows and puts them in place. So that's what those are. So what you want to do, brush up right here in the front and down. Obviously, once you get to the other side of your arch. So that way you've got up and down. Then what you do is you can take either color, whatever matches you the most. If you want a little bit more bold eyebrows, you can go here. We're always going to blend them, so it's not like what you put on is what's going to stay on all day. But I always use this one. So what I do is I line my brow. Let me do it in this one because Lord knows I don't need huge eyebrows. So as I mentioned last week too, I am not in this craze where you draw on your eyebrows and they look super fake. You want your eyebrows to still look natural, like they're growing on your face. You just need them filled in a little bit. So see what I did is I framed it here and framed it here. So I framed the top and I framed the bottom. And then what I do is I just go in with tiny small strokes and fill in those hairs. So basically where I feel like hair should be, I'm going to color it in. Just little small strokes, so nothing too big. So like I said, you can do this with a pencil, you can do it with cream shadow, or you can do it with this Brow Obsession palette. So you've got this side, which, turn, it looks like I'm awake over here, tired over here. I don't need anything else to make me look tired, because I am. So that's what this is. Go like this, blend them in a little bit. You've got perfect brows on this side. Okay? So it's as easy as that. Brows should take you like 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. You want it to be a frame because your brows are basically going to be the frame of your face. You want to be able to frame it out You would never hang a picture on your wall without putting a frame around it. So that's really what this is. It's just a frame around your face, making sure that you've got some dimension on your face, and so that you don't look old, because we don't need that. I don't need to look any older than I am right now. I need to look a little bit more awake, which I feel like eyebrows do. Like I mentioned earlier, I usually do my eyebrows second after my foundation, but for you ladies, they're coming last. So, there we go. That's it. That's all you do. Takes 2 minutes. And this is the Brow Artist brush, which I bought a super cheap one from Target thinking, I mean, how much can a brush make a difference? And then I decided to break down and buy this one, and it makes a huge difference. This one's just a little thinner, so you can't really, it's super thin. I don't know if you can even see that. Super thin. So you've got the ability to make a little bit finer lines. Then we put the little gel hairspray in place. And there's our frame. Our frame is around our face. And I'll show you kind of the difference on my hand to see if, let me see if the lighting will work for you guys. So this is kind of the dark color. You can see a little bit. And I'll show you the cream shadow. This is the color Faithful. That way you can kind of see a little bit lighter. So can you see that? Here, the top one is the brow palette and the bottom is the cream shadow. So it's just a little bit lighter. And since my hair is a little bit darker right now, I'm using this one. So there you have it, ladies, our frame on our face, Brow Obsession palette, or cream shadow, or like I said, our brow pencil. So depending on kind of the cost factor that you want, the coverage that you want, all three of them will get the job done. But it's just up to you as to kind of which one you would prefer. I fell in love with this one the very first time I had a unique makeover. So that's why I love this one. It's kind of one of those things that once you get used to it, that's what you have. And I've had this one. I bought this in June. So right after I had a makeover, I bought this in June. And it's January. And I mean, the only thing that looks used on this is the gel. And I still have half of the gel left. I mean, this would last me years. So it's worth the $39 investment if you know it's going to be there for a long term. So if you guys have any questions on brow products, you want to come over for a makeover, Prissy? You know I would do it for you. I love makeovers. So come over anytime, yeah. But you know you got to bring a present for Caroline because that's what she thinks that you do. But maybe you should pick up Girl Scout cookies and then I could make over you. But if you guys have any questions on the brow products, let me know. That's what I'm here for. All right, ladies, y'all have a great Monday.